chicken wild rice soup. Now we need to mention someone very, very special. A good friend of the channel, Rev Cheryl, has been there almost from day one. He's been an amazing supporter and friend of the channel. Gave us some wild rice. I've never heard of wild rice before. Rev Cheryl, thank you so much for your patience.
Now I have had wild rice before in some capacity, but it's not popping into my memory about how I felt about it. So it's basically a brand new experience for me again today.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Genuinely didn't know that. Oh wow, okay.
There you go. Now a lot of you reached out to us and said we need to try a wild rice soup, and we've had some variations. Some say chicken, some say turkey, but turkey's not always as easy to get in terms of turkey breasts over here in the UK other than at Christmas. So we decided we're going to do a chicken one today.
Okay, so what is up first, my lover?
Well, I thought instead of chopping up all these vegetables, we would get the Ninja back out and let it chop it for us.
We are going to link this incredible recipe down in the descriptions below. And we got some onion, we got some carrot, and we got some celery. Turn this on and we're going to chop. Ooh. This is so much easier.
Done.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow. Let's have a little look inside, shall we? Whoa. I can really smell the onion. Wow.
Now there is a correct term for these three ingredients as well, but I can't remember what it is. It's something like a mirepoix. If you know what I'm on about, then let me know. But I saw it in the recipe. I didn't make this one up. But is this the same as the Holy Trinity, which we call it for some of the cooking as well? Yeah. Wasn't that the three?
I don't know. I've never heard of mirepoix. Okay, what's up next, my lover?
We need to go over to the hob and we need to saute these bad boys. To start off, we're going to go in with some butter. And we just need to melt that before we add our finely chopped veggies. I know a lot of you have favourite soups because you've been reaching out to us and letting us know. But I grew up on a lot of soups because my nan is an incredible cook. This is my Polish nan, and she made soups. And one of the things she made that I really, really enjoyed, which you might think is a little bit funny, is a Heinz baked bean soup. And it just was like really simple, just one tin of Heinz beans, bit of potatoes, all kind of mixed in together, but it tasted phenomenal. So I'm used to soups and I'm loving that we're recreating so many soups at the moment on this channel. Okay, we're going to just add in these veggies. This is on a medium-high heat. We're just going to cook these for a few minutes until they're softened. I think something about this smell has woken baby girl up because she started kicking. I think she knows it's around lunchtime and she's like, yeah, I can smell that. Hurry up and feed me. Okay, we've got some lovely colour and softening on these vegetables. So we now need to make one of those little roux. We're going in with some flour. This recipe says to stir it up and not whisk it, but I'm guessing you can't whisk it because of all those veggies in there, so we're just doing that. Now, I did see some recipes where they'd make the roux separately and then add this one in, but today we decided to follow this particular recipe. I guess it would be easier to make the roux separately and then add it in because you know that level of darkness you're going to get on your roux, whereas here I can't tell as much because it's all kind of combined with those veggies. It does smell good though. Okay, we're going to gradually add in some chicken broth. Okay, now you've got that chicken flavour, it's really starting to smell good. Now we're just going to check on this, let it thicken for a couple of minutes and bring it to a boil.
So just while that's doing its thing, we've opened up the tin of wild rice. So obviously this isn't a new thing to you guys, but it is for us, well, more so me. Never heard of this. So this is going to be a first, an actual first. What is this going to look like? Here we go. Okay.
It looks a bit like quinoa in places.
I don't even know what that is, quinoa. No idea. Yeah, this isn't rice, is it?
It's wild rice.
What's the difference between the rice you get in a pack and wild rice?
Well, this one's a bit crazy. Hey, it's a mum joke.
Yay, mum joke. Okay, so we're going to pop this in a microwavable dish. Okay, so there we go. It's got quite a strong aroma to it, but we shall see how this turns out. We're going to pop this into the microwave between 3 and 4 minutes.
That wild rice is now cooked in here, so we're ready to add that in. Just gonna reduce the heat to low. We've got some salt, pepper, and dried parsley going in. Next, the chicken breast. This is definitely going to be like no other soup we've had before. And finally, we're going in with some half and half cream. It's quite a thick soup. I was expecting it to be a little less thick. We're just going to leave this to simmer uncovered for 20 minutes before we do the all-important taste test.
Before we take a bite, if you are enjoying this video so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Right, now it's time for taste test time. Okay, jury's out. It's a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie, and I mean no disrespect at all. The wild rice has freaked me out a little bit.
It's freaked you out?
It's freaked me out a little bit. It's unlike anything that I've ever seen or had before, so
You've lived a sheltered life, haven't you?
I have, but I'm just, look, if I can't be honest, then what's the point in doing the videos?
Yeah, that's true. Now, I'm of the other camp. I think it looks quite delicious. I think it probably is a little bit thicker than it probably should be because it's a soup. It looks a bit more like what we would have as a chicken casserole over here. Not a baked casserole, I'm just going to point out. I grew up with Polish food, and some of that Polish food doesn't look the most appetising, so the wild rice is not freaking me out at all.
After you.
Oh, okay. I don't mind on this one.
You could be guinea pig.
I'm going to try and get a little bit of everything. I think it smells good. I can't see how you're not going to like it.
I'm already going to say, I think it needs bacon.
I did see bacon in the fridge and I was like, I wonder if that would work. I think the bacon would work. You've got a lot of flavour going on in here.
Okay.
I'll talk a little bit more about it once you've had a go.
Okay.
It's not seafood, all right? So you're all right.
I'm glad it's got cream in there.
Okay.
I can taste the chicken. Chicken's comes through quite nice. I can't really taste much else, which might be a good thing.
I can definitely taste those flavours. So I'm getting obviously the cream and the chicken. I'm getting the celery and the onion. Not so much the carrot, but I'm going to say on the wild rice, it's got that kind of unique texture. So it's a little bit firmer than normal rice. It's a little bit like crunchier. I think wild rice is a little bit nuttier in taste.
I think I'm fixating too much on the wild rice rather than have a bite, see what the taste buds pick up. Don't just concentrate on what this weird thing might be, but try and appreciate all the flavours, which I have to say is pretty good.
I'm struggling to call it a soup just because of the consistency. But I think as it is, that would work well with instead of rice over potatoes or just over plain rice as well. I think that would work really, really well. I think it's got a lovely flavour. Like anything creamy, chickeny is a winner in my eyes.
And it doesn't feel too heavy, because I would say, well, maybe have some potatoes and stuff, but that might stodge it down a bit.
Hold this.
Oh.
That's heavy,
Yeah,
alright?
that's heavy. Marks out of 10.
Oh, I was just going to take another bite. That shows that I like it. So, it's a hot day today. So it's probably not one for the summer, but I think for winter it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And that's why I'm prepared to give it a 9, because I'm really quite enjoying it.
I still think it might be quite nice with bacon in there, but that's a side issue. I'm going to go for a 7 out. No, I'm going to go for an 8 out of 10 actually. I think appearance, I'd probably say a 7 out of 10, but the taste is good. That's just me. That's just me. I'm not being disrespectful or rude. I'm just being honest.
We should have done this one as a blind taste test again, shouldn't we? We should have got Ala's blindfold out and we should have got you to try it that way. Well, it's another successful recipe that you brought from your kitchen to us, so thank you ever so much. And if you've got any other recommendations for us to try, then reach out to us. The details will be below.
And all that leaves this little British family to say is...
Take care.
God bless.
See you on the next video.